It's been a while. It's August 4th today. Um, I did a short updated August tour. I'm gonna do a longer one, not much longer because apparently the rain looks gonna pick right back up. So I'm just gonna go around the front garden, especially the general area, show you what new plants I've got, what things have changed and whatnot. So let's get to it. Yes. So we had the four Yellowstone Forever petunias. They didn't do really well. Eventually I took out the plastic that had been the bottom and they still didn't do it really well, but it looks like maybe we have some new growth on some of them. Here's one that has one. I thought we had another one that might be the only one, but we still have a bit of green. So these for the moment are still gonna stay undisturbed. Maybe they should get potted up in something else. I don't know. I have this super cool Cabracoa. I don't know the name for it. I have the tag inside off the top of my head, but that's doing okay. The petunias and these pots and generally in the front bed are still alive, not flourishing like they were. Let's blame it on the heat, right? But the geraniums, especially those in the front, are also like, okay. I got this on clearance. It's not really doing too bad. I'm just taking off the deadness as we come across it, right? But this was on clearance. I think it was $10 with the Cordyline, should be Cordyline, whatever Dracaena this is. Inside, it's still doing pretty nice. And the white mandevilla that kind of like shed its flowers initially that it had, and now it's bouncing back. There's that one group of it that has the plug of it that's still like wrapped in netting, but I'm not gonna take it out. I'm just gonna try and I push it further in, so it looks like it's bouncing back. Probably gonna put some fertilizer in it, but this is still looking pretty solid, right? Really, that purple. This is a lesson for me. Purples and pinks really just pop like wild, and the local wildlife love it. So yeah. And then also just a general, I mean, you can kind of see it, how the area I've mowed, right, on the ground. But then also, that got cleared. So that's going to be another alcove, eventually, type of for, activities, whether it's camping, indoor patio work, whatever. Still some to mow, but also I kind of forgot that we wanted to leave, or it was mentioned that maybe we should leave the area over the septic field a bit thicker than not. So I am not super pushing that back in, but we did widen it up a bit. So we've got, actually the car fits in here. And then this area, probably the car could also fit in, but we've got a pole. So this is for walking. This is for walking. All right. So a lot of the planters that were in the back did get moved around. Some got, did any get emptied? I don't think they got emptied. They just got moved as well. No, the two of them that were over there got moved. I know there were two more. I don't remember what happened to those. I've been generally staying on top of the weeding here, but also I realized that the phlox I put in kind of died back because maybe they weren't getting as much water as they should have been getting. They're just being treated like a petunia, and it's like, no, they needed heavy watering. So a lot of them, the roots are still in. I'm going to keep watering them as if they're healthy. And we're going to hope the stuff comes back, right? Because we don't have money for that. Some of them I did cut back, but you see these that got some water, especially in the roots. Stepping on something. Water love in the last couple days. They're coming back-ish, so they need a lot more water apparently. Didn't know that. First time growing phlox. Okay. I did add a second verbena in here, and I'm really happy. I think, the purple is really just do it for me. So we've got this purple verbena. We've also got this purple-ish blue salvia, right? The calibrachoas, I think they were calibrachoas that I put where the raspberries were, the raspberries that never really took. One of them at least got repotted here. Why did I repot the other one? Oh, I think the other one is doing fine in the pot, actually. Was a thing, right? Anyway, that got repotted there. This super cal, wow. Wow, she rose to the occasion. With the heat, rose to the occasion. So did the wave pinks. I don't know what happened to my wave blue. I think it got cried out by weeds, and I wasn't paying too much attention to it. So, should be another calibrachoa right there. I did get also a purple sun patient. Now the sun patient, obviously the trick really is just water, 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 water. And the one in the back, the white sun patient I have that kind of took off, whether that was because it was in more shade than not, I don't know. But this is really trying to be the purple bed, and I think with more water and as we approach the fall times, hopefully as the temperature abates a bit or cools a bit anyway, this really pop up for the purple. I really need this to fill in. I really need the phlox to come back. Even if they are just summer bloomers, I need them to come back just for that look of fullness, right? This is, again, still doing pretty solid. The petunias are really much what's taking off in here, to no one's surprise. Just gonna clean some stuff up a bit. Okay. Those purples and pinks, wow. So I really just gotta stay on top of the watering. The Mexican heather, I'm not sure why it's doing this. It could be because of the heat, like the way the showy pink was, because of the heat, and we've got some random leaves that are turning red. Don't know what's happening there, but it looks like it's getting wider also. So that's kind of what we wanted, right? I still have to weed under it because it's not super low to the ground. So, like here. Oh, they say it's so much easier to weed when the water is wet. I don't know that I agree with that. Anyways, so, you know, everything is not looking how it was in July, but it's looking, you know, it's part of life that you see things among different stages. So, look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The dahlia, I got these metal stakes. I also got some and I had them in the mandevilla thing to hold it up. Just 2 of the 36-inch ones. The other one I cut back. I cut back here. I might cut this one back. Again, low. Is that what they call pinching? Right? So I'm probably gonna do that. I really am not. There's a lot of clumps of like weed type grass, and I don't like taking them out until I have something to replace it with. So gotta get something ASAP for that. And this grass, I don't know what grass this is, but this just pops up in the middle of all my plants, and it's just like, weeding is not fun. So now I know for next year I want to put in dianthus and petunias earlier and a bit more crowded. Yeah, because I'm tired of these plants growing in the middle. Me, you know, not super paying attention, being like, oh, whatever, and then next thing you know, it's tired out half of my plant. So we've got the two verbena still on the purple spectrum, right? We had the gladiolus that died. Gladiolus are for the most part pretty much done at this point. It's just a lot of me breaking the flowering stems and you know, getting cutbacks and whatnot. But wow, that super cow. I feel like at some point I didn't think it was gonna make it. And we still have some alyssum that's still flowering-ish, but apparently what it really wants also at this point in time anyway is water, and it's gonna suck because today's the cool day of the week. It rained today, and then tomorrow, and that's the blazer going back up to 90. Today we're capped off at supposedly at 80. So there's a pentas there, needs some watering. The verbena that loves to come back and come out and come back and come out. That was, you know, red. Maybe should have been over there, but things happen as they happen, right? The lemon coral sedum that just looks super great, super great. And like I said, a lot of weeding to be done every day, every day. I really thought today was gonna be the day that I did nothing and I just caught up on things I had to do. But no, that'll maybe do another day. So yeah, just be weeding. Oh, it's just okay. I thought I hit a plant. I need to move this because this is like, yes, ugh, in the way, in the walkway. So let me see. Is there anyone I can break? No, these are still not that dry. Let's see if I can break this one. It's so tall though. It's not gonna break. It's okay. It's whatever. There are a couple of packs of vinca. I think I got on clearance. Why is that tomato over here? Because the rabbits are coming over here and playing in my yard. Which, okay, I guess. But also, eat the tomato where it dropped. Why are you coming over here? We've got some purplish vinca 1, 2, 3, 4 that they got water, so leaves are, you know, unfurling again. Need to get some more water. And we've got some pink ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, grasshopper? Something, I don't know. There it goes. Okay. Anyway, so unfortunately, despite the rain that's been going on and off, look at that sun. Oof, love it, love it, love it, love it. I probably have to water some more here. The geranium, that kind of got cut up its growth by the emerging gladiolus. That's fine. It's coming back, so coming back. Okay, another insect. Okay. Ugh. So gladiolus, lovely colors they were. They didn't all, they were staggered growth. That was interesting and fun. Not super like color coordinated, but interesting and fun. And the majority of them were leaning. This one is a rarity, and that's end up. This one is a rarity, but a lot of them from the jump were at an angle, so that's fine. I might decide to cut one of these for inside flowerage. I don't know. This one is still. Maybe this one just opened. This one must have just opened because I don't remember seeing it. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Okay. I did also get another sun patient because in my mind, these have the potential to get as big as the white sun patient. I don't think they will get that big this late in the season, but they have the potential. And I wanted to put it somewhat by the water, but I couldn't put it over there because reasons I don't recall why. Because the whole thing was like I wasn't gonna be able to see it super much. I'm like over here, it'd be out competed by the gladiolus and their stems. But these are gonna die back soon enough, so I'm gonna have to come back with more flowers. Possibly moms. I'm looking into what else there might be, hoping they come back with a lot of pop annuals. I'm gonna also look into fall bulbs to plant, right? So the dianthus is also a lot of them spreading out. The portulaca, I guess, making a comeback. I did transplant the 2 portulacas from the purple over here. Here's one, and here's the second one. So we do have portulaca over here. We turn around. I had put a bunch of flowers in this box. The box, however, was not up to the task. So my mother, dandy that she is, used some what she had around and built a box around the box. So the box is in there, it's growing, but there also are gaps where the weeds like to grow. So I will be keeping on top of that. And also, there's a frog that thinks this is its kingdom. At night, I was watering, I couldn't see well, and there's a frog just like on the edge over here, looking at everything, and that's like not moving. It's like, this is my domain. It's like, sir, I don't know what this is at all. Got no clue. Are these weeds or something else I planted? I don't know. This that had the onions and the nasturtiums and nasturtiums that didn't take off in this box for some reason. I don't know. But in this box anyway, we have basil around the edge, elephant ear that, also sending up some from the bottom. Probably could use with the fertilizing and possibly more soil. We've got the lantana on the back, right? A bunch of zinnias. I'm going to cut some of these zinnias too for inside bouquets, I think, maybe. Don't know. Vinca, the snake plant that's finally coming back. Finally, all that new growth, finally. Will I take it inside in the fall, in the winter, rather? I don't know. We've got the white pentas. Cleared this out of the plants that were in it. The petunias and the pansies and the violas, and those all got potted up individually. And now I put the thornies in here, but they are also they're growing, but they're not growing as fast as I thought they would. But we've got months and weeks in the season, so right. Zinnias, some of the purple passion vine that I put in pots that we're just gonna keep in pots because maybe I'll be a farmer's daughter, or farmer rather, and grow passion flower, or I'll grow passion flower to like make wine of it. Who knows what the future holds. Cottage garden, you'll come back, I'm sure. If not, the dianthus will come back next year because it's brand white dianthus. All these lovely zinnias. Wow. Yeah, this one, wow, lovely. And I know that these cut and come again is what they call them, flowers. But what is leaning down here? Anyway, so I might cut them to encourage more growth, right? I think in these 2 black pots, one of them has asters and one of them has morning glories. I want to say that this is the morning glory, but I don't know. More basil. I think I have some dahlia seedlings in these. And if not, they're sunflowers as well. This is the lovey-dovey and the hibiscus. I don't know what happened to the lovey-dovey. It's not, light exposure has not changed. If anything, it might be getting a bit more shaded over here. Could just have been the heat, right? Dahlias and elephant ears. The pineapple sage that was lacking in water, so it's been getting water. It's been doing better. One of the elephant ear with a bunch of marigolds should be. These are 2 crushed solar stakes that the tops are working fine, so I just put them on some distilled water jugs, and they have like beads and rocks weighing them down. So again, the biggest change, we had land cleared, and so now we have these little islands of trees. And yesterday I did go out and I did I did scatter a bunch of seed, actually 40 pounds of contractor mix seed. And today it rained, and it's only the person who advised us to put the grass seed down said, he was saying how we should do it when there's gonna be like 3 days of rain over a period of 10 days. And the whole thing is, they have to be consecutive. Well, no, he said, okay. So I looked yesterday at the forecast. Forecast said it's gonna be today and Tuesday. So that's relatively short period of rain in between, because no one is watering all of that. The bag was supposed to cover 8,000 square feet. I think that's 8,000 square feet I scattered, right? Almost back there. It's a lot deeper in the other side. No one's doing that. And now the forecast says, oh, actually it's not Tuesday, it's Thursday. So anyway, the rest of the seed will be getting spread probably Tuesday, maybe Monday. We'll see how the week goes, or what we decide, because we're going to be going up for a period of time at the end of the week. Anyway, let's get back to the tour. So I was gone for a week. I came back recently, and my mom took the sweet potato slips and put them all in here. So because of the sun, she decided that she wants some shade. So we took some landscape fabric that we had, or she took some landscape fabric that we had when she planted it up. She did also get this rack that I think she said was a baker's rack, but now it's just a plant rack outside. The lilies, no surprise, have died back. And the main thing that's popping off here is the cosmos. Oh, actually, I did move. The second Cabricora petunia, I did move over here. So yeah, we'll see if that takes. The roses are alive. Look, this one is the one that had the viola. So we're just gonna wait for the rains to come and see if anything pops back up. I did pot the petunias and the violas in primarily just topsoil. We'll see if they take. I think they will. In fact, I think this is coming back, it looks like. So everything's gonna be fine. This one over there also coming back. So we're just gonna let everything be. Here is a volunteer pansy that was in the one with the raspberry. So this got its own pot, and hopefully this takes real well. Here's what the state of the Here's the current state of the vegetable garden. The potatoes are nuts, the cherry tomatoes. I think they're indeterminate, so they call them. The dragonflies love to just find a stick to be on and hold a pose. So anyway, the marigold's taken off massive. The squash kind of all just one day decided we're dead now. So they're gone, but they gave a nice little harvest. There's some dill that's doing well in here. The purple basil, I don't know what happened to it. But the green basil that was stuck in there from the jump, taken off. The mounds of the grass seed I had thrown in here erroneously was relatively easy to take out with a shovel, so I just put that in the back area. You can kind of see them. And hopefully they take out too. Maybe they establish a foothold first before the rest of the contractor mix, right? And no one will mind. There used to be a tree back here, and it was knocked down. Next to that tree were actually a bunch of, wow, why are they over here? I don't know. Next to that tree was a bunch of purple fashion flower vine, so it got transplanted here. Now it looks really bad here. It looks terrible actually, but from experience, I know that these root back up relatively easily. So I think we're just gonna leave it here for a while, stay watering it, and you know that'll be it. Here's one banana. Here's another banana. A lot of things are not gonna look ideal here because there's a lot happening at any given time. So yeah, I think it was yesterday I got these two. What do you call them? Daylilies, Hemerocallis. They were initially $6.17, and they were on sale for $7 a piece. So I got two of them, you know, in anticipation of planting up the islands. When that will happen, I don't know. Here's this over here. The vinca that were split, yes, the leaves are yellowing, but also they're still kind of just doing fine. Got some of the marigold I planted on the bottom there, the peppermint there, the geraniums, more geraniums, and actually we had an issue with the coleus, and I'll go into it later. But one of them was snapped or rotted, and I cut a piece of it at the bottom, pulled out some leaves, and stuck it in. So this is going to be in the sun, and I think she's going to do great, actually. I believe in you. My mother took up the other. She said she thought this was doing poorly on the ground, so she took it up off the ground. This other citronella geranium, and okay, we'll leave that one. It's not give for me. So she's there. Here is the Hot Tub stuff. I don't know why somebody actually. First, I've seen it recently. Why we have all this that's going on here? I guess I'll have to look into that. Maybe she needs some fertilizer. I don't know. But maybe we'll just let her be and establish, right? So here's the hydrangea, the Tussock Hot hydrangea. Here's one of the coleus that apparently, seems to have a weed in it. One of the mimosas. No friend. I think I might move these. I don't know where you are yet. Here's the other canna. I'm going to put this in the front, actually, to line some more. It's going for a second flush. Love that for her. So again, more of the clearing. It's very different. And we had trees here, although they were dead, they were providing some type of shade. So sun exposure is a little less shady over here, presumably. But because at the moment, anyway, we have physical barriers, we're going to assume it's the same. Yeah, everything's looking great. The purple Persian shield are losing a bit of their purple. I'm not sure where that is. Some of the coleus didn't get watered like they needed to. So I had to repot them in a mix of soil and their own mixture. So I just emptied everything out, mixed all the soil together. So it's a little lighter, right? So it's not as compact if that was an issue. This wasn't leaning until like yesterday. I don't know. Ugh. I don't know why we're suddenly leaning, friend. But like, get back up. So the coleus, you know, when I had to, you see, it's no longer just a clump in the middle. Everything got separated also. This, I mean, there's a big clump in the middle, but also a lot that separates. So it needs to get water. But everything is looking great still, regardless. Oof. Okay. Okay. I did move this geranium over here. What plant did I think I had one of the herbs here. And now that, you know, she's no longer shaded, the herbs got moved down here, further down. So we've got the spearmint, the lemon balm, and the peppermint. So yeah, I'm playing around with that. The hosta, variegated white, looking great. This one looking great. I told my mother yesterday, where is it? We had a volunteer polka dot plant from one of her polka dot plants, so that's fun. Maybe we'll have more. The begonias, these orange begonias put up another flush, looking great. The Pocanthrus, looking great. The Dianthus, I think she'll come back, right? I think she'll be coming back. I'm not sure what is happening over here. It might be the mix of whatever this is that she's potted up in. The $4 geranium that was purple leaves that I loved regardless really said, but I'm green. I'm green, mama. And I said, you have to do you. I understand. So I'm sorry if I'm bending down and taking the camera off, but I'm just trying to weed her up. Or clean her up, rather, not weed her up. Oof. Oh! Oh! Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Oof. Anyway, here is that geranium. Super big, super huge, actually. Actually, this whole corner, this whole swoop, especially that coleus, that 3-inch pot coleus, great. Here is my heuchera, doing great. At this point, I think I only have 2 of the 3 heucheras left. Here's the one that was red. I think it got overwatered and it died, and I learned it was too late. Here's my sister's Monstera that are coming back, actually. They've grown a bunch of new leaves, so love that for her. Love that for me, primarily. But this is just, it's so big, friend, and it's so even. It's not like it's, stretched out thin here and there. It's just really great. So this is how I hope the sun patients I just bought can look in time. So love that for her, love that for us. Yeah. Here's one of the the one that remains, the crepe myrtle that remains. Here's the abelia. At first I'm like, oh my gosh, I think it's still dying, blah, blah, blah. But then I saw earlier today that some of the leaves at the tip are like flat and like, the variegation is showing. So I'm like, okay, she just needs some water. She just needs some water and some time. I'm gonna give it that to her. Here's the other one. So in time, it's really gonna look like, shrub, tree, shrub. It's gonna look great in time. the what do you call this? You call this the clematis that loves to play like it's growing and it's not growing, and it's like, but I am growing. Ugh, that's my face. It's alive. That's all I can say. It's alive. This crepe myrtle that I didn't expect to flower this year actually is flowering this year. So this lovely purple foliage, this pink flower, right? Love that for us. Love that for her. I gotta come back here and weed. If I can't weed initially, I'm just gonna I'll come back and weed later, another day. That was smart. I do it today, but I'm tired and I have other things I need to do right now. Okay, Mandevilla. I thought she was gonna go higher. She hasn't yet, but I believe in her. I believe in her. The 3 elephant ear I planted in the ground before I left are still doing pretty solid. They're still doing pretty solid, yeah. I think time will tell what the effect of the heat was versus just the change in watering. But I think it was mostly the heat, right? The hibiscus, will they even come back next year is a question. At this point, will they come back next year? The capricoa, I think it was a water issue. They all kind of shriveled up, you know. It's happened before with the yellow one and the lilac that I kind of apparently just passed over. Here's one of those corn box. That's fun, right? That's fun. Here is a fig. All this area was very weeded. I cleared a lot of areas out, but I guess it the week I was away, the week or so I was away, the weeds took over. So I don't know if this geranium will be coming back. These red geraniums. It looks so vibrant. I don't know if they're looking at all. Here's the double plum veranda. Same. But I'm gonna keep on top of this area, making sure they're weeded. The larkspur is planted in. Maybe it'll come back for the fall. I don't know. Maybe it'll come back next year. Right over there. Here's one fig. Here's 2 fig. They have the tendency to come back. And yeah. And then same with the lemon balm. They were looking terrible, and then it rained, and they're like, I'm green again. Okay. I thought this was an actual high, mound of dirt. No, it was just the highest of grass. So I really have to stand till the mowing is the lesson, and I have to make sure everything gets watered as it needs to get watered. So it's a lesson. Actually, I was looking at the pots on the side of the house. I think I'm gonna leave them alone there for now. Anyway, here is the Calibracoa lilac. I think they're just so complimentary in this pot in terms of water usage, right? And look, the lilac has put on a lot more growth. Oof, spiders and whatnot. The lilac has put on a lot more growth, so really everything just needs water. Water. So I'm going to decide if I am going to come out and water from inside because I'm actually very thirsty right now. But anyway, thanks for watching. Goodbye.